everybody, and welcome back to Arcade Spirits. We somehow have gotten to this in a timely manner. I am your host, Bro Dingles. What? Huh? Arcade Spirits within like a couple days of Arcade Spirits?
July 18th.
Who could have? July
July
18th. Who could have? 19th. Who could have foreseen? But who do I have with me here that I always have with me at this point? Literally, why do I even still introduce you people? It'd be more interesting if you weren't here. I have Kristen.
I like being introduced. It makes me feel important.
Yeah, whatever. I have Scott here.
Guys, I'm quitting Internet Remix.
Okay, bye.
Okay, you know, like that fucking. Oh my god, he left. You know that gif of, like, why is the dog on the table? He likes to feel tall. That's me every time anyone introduces me in anything. I'm like, I am important on the internet to, like, 10 people, maybe, which is probably overestimating, but regardless.
They really like me. Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna get into this really quickly, and because we gotta finish this game, man. I did create a stipulation, and I think they thought I was joking when I said this. Because we are really bad at making decisions, whenever we get to a decision, I am going to start a clock, and we have 1 to 2 minutes, depending on how generous I feel, to make a decision.
And if we don't make a decision in that
If
time...
we don't make a decision, I'm clicking something at random.
Oh no!
Yeah, so,
Oh,
so
no.
work fast. You better work, bitch. Dun dun dun. Unless it's a big decision. Obviously, I'm not stupid. Like,
What if we actually do decide to let the chat decide?
There's also letting the. If we decide to let the chat decide, then I'll pause. But like, that's a decision still.
Right,
Fair.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
So let's load.
So, what happened when we last left off?
Percy was sad.
Percy was sad.
Oh, also we finished with Max.
Yeah, we finished with Max. Ashley did some crimes, and we hung out with a dance master, not Darby, and we were able to get this big indie game arcade developer to premiere her game at the Interplex.
And great googly moogly, it's going to shit.
And the Interplex is happening, and it's chaos. And I
Chaos.
And everything's going wrong. We decided to try to help Percy, and I think we're about to move forward with whatever happens after we decided to help Percy.
Alright.
Shall we?
We shall.
Shell City.
No, it says July 18th, not
City.
19th.
It does say July 18th. No, I remember that last time somebody kept saying 17th, and I kept having to correct it to 18th.
16th?
July 6th.
No.
I'm
November 20th.
I'm gonna end both of you.
Let's continue.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
sorry. I was making sure I set up the timer before we got to the decision, so you don't get an extra like 7 seconds. Well, it moved forward in the dialogue.
Oh, I see.
That's what I get for impulsive double clicking.
Percy basically said, "Yeah, you're right. All right, I'll keep playing. I'm just gonna keep playing now."
Yeah. And he's back into the maze, zapping monsters, collecting treasures, looking for the exit, time and time again. Something nasty is brewing here. Percy's the one we can actually count on to be, well, a rock. Stable, if inert. A fixture of the arcade, like furniture. I'm not used to him having problems. Honestly, I haven't paid as much attention to him as I have to others. I don't know what's going on in his head, and right now I feel like I should. I'll check in with him later, just to be safe. Poor baby.
Poor baby.
He's a good boy.
He's a good.
Half of the Interplex in the can, half to go. I've been running myself ragged trying to catch every little problem, and there's still plenty left to do. Bless you. But no, bless you twice. But no sense of practicing self-care, too. It's time to get my lunch on. And while a nice, quiet moment to myself would probably help, that would help. What would help more would be the smidge of social interaction beyond crisis management. That's a mood. Percy and Queen Bee are obviously tied up in their own affairs, but everybody else should be open. Who could I lean on in my time of need?
All right, we have 4
Quick
options.
shot, maybe she'd like
Yeah.
company. Gavin could probably use a break from score wrangling. Ashley just
Ashley
ducked
just
in-
ducked into the employees only room.
Teo's looking around the Showtime stage could be a good moment.
I want to talk to Gavin because we haven't spoken to him in a while.
I would also like
That
to
is
speak to
true.
Gavin.
All right. It doesn't really matter who I choose, so 2 to 1. Let's go talk to Gavin.
Gavin.
I was about to say the timer says you have 40 seconds.
Well, here's the thing: if it's a 2
I didn't
to
even
1,
start it.
gonna-
I'm making a joke. I didn't even start it.
I hate you.
I just immediately knew what I wanted, so I was like, let's go.
Click on him.
Woo.
On him.
I work my way around packs of gathered gamers to approach the prize desk.
As I explained already, pole position and pole position 2 are different games. You can't just map your Fuji lap time from one to the other.
Oh,
okay.
oh, sorry.
I didn't know who was doing
Go,
what.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Gavin sighs as the gamer wanders off.
Artie, I don't envy you this job, that's for certain.
I just noticed his jeans are ripped.
They
Are
are.
they? Oh, shit,
that's
they are.
surprising.
Such a rebel.
Oh.
Tell me about it. Listen, you want to go get some lunch? It'd be a chance to clear your head and relax a bit.
Hmm. I suppose I can spare a few minutes. Certainly.
Eager to depart, Gavin leads the way as we head next door, away from the chaos and noise of the Funplex.
Going to the whole story?
Whole-
Yes!
Whole story! My companion fetches a table in the crowded cafe while I memorize our order and carry it forth to Jan's service counter. I make my way to the front of the line and trying to keep the lunch arranged today's event.
Well, look who's here.
I'm looking.
Oh boy.
It's our favorite arcade wrangler.
Arcade minion? Arcade flunky? What's the right term?
It's just Dan and Swampy Marsh. Event manager, actually. You know those flyers for Interplex I asked you to pass out? It's my baby.
Moving up in the world, I see.
A proud parent of a shiny arcade baby.
And yet, no invite for us to the baby shower.
Why, I feel snubbed.
But seriously, we couldn't be prouder of you. And to think when you first walked in these doors, you were still trying to figure out your place in things.
Artie's real parents right here.
Ben and I know a thing or two about finding your dream and sacrificing to make it happen.
Long hours, hard work,
Hard hours and long work, too.
struggling to make ends meet.
Having meetings to discuss how to end the struggles.
Can't imagine how difficult it must have been for you to get to where you are now.
It wasn't that difficult, honestly. I came up with the name, talked it up at Max, and that's it.
Oh, I'd be on the lookout for hidden costs on the back end then.
Speed bumps on the road of life to catch you unawares as you're soaring down the highway of success.
Guys,
But if you wreck your $500,000 imported sports car of business triumph, we'll be there to drown your sorrows in coffee.
guys.
And donuts.
And donuts.
Don't forget the donuts, an essential component. Next order, please.
I love
love
these
them.
two. Yeah.
Shaking my head, I wander back to our table with the lunch in tow. As Gavin settles in to enjoy his lunch and his time away from the Interplex, he relaxes a bit. So, tell me about yourself. For starters,
well, I enjoy long walks on the beach and
I see. No, go on. I'm very interested.
No, that's it.
All right, that's cool. I mean, we work together, and you like pinball, I guess. I
Mm.
barely know anything about you beyond that.
Mm-hmm. And why do you care?
It's it's just a thing people do, right? Like chatting, like this.
We work well together on the job. Isn't that enough? But I suppose it'd be impolite to turn down such a request. Very well.
What a man of manners.
Where would you like to start, precisely?
At the start, I mean, why the arcade exactly?
Because it's a losing prospect. Don't misunderstand me. I'd love for it not to be a losing prospect, and honestly, I'm pleased you're stepping up to help with that. I suppose, well, you know I like to bring order to chaos. Just like pinball, it requires a degree of finesse, alongside a degree of luck. Two factors my family simply does not understand.
Oh, we don't have to get into family stuff if you don't want to.
No. It'd go a long ways to explaining how I came to be where I am. It's fine. I suppose the best standalone example would be my father, constantly reminding how he came from nothing and made himself into a business success, a gold standard. Except it's a lie. His father came from nothing, not him. Society wasn't exactly, let's say, advantageously arranged for the Coopers. In my grandfather's era, he had even more societal setbacks to deal with than usual, simply due to the color of his skin. We've made great progress on such issues since the early 19. Not a solved equation, not by far, but quite daunting during his particular chunk of history. Despite that, with ridiculously hard work and a bit of cleverness, my grandfather recognized the technology sector as the right place to be at the right time and began his work. He carved out a good life for his family and gave back to his community. His children would have the best schooling, the best home life, all the resources and comforts one needs to get a head start in life. Which unfortunately led to our family also becoming the absolute definition of class privilege. Bit of a double-edged sword. My grandfather worked himself to death to give my grandfather a makeshift golden parachute, but my father trivialized to make himself look like a self-made man. He gives my grandfather no credit for any of it. My brothers and sisters, also supposedly self-made men and women, despite taking daddy's seed money to buy their own businesses, each and every one. If you ever want a shining example of mediocrity gone wild, look no further than the Cooper family. You could shatter a diamond with the power of our hubris.
He pauses, biting his lips slightly.
Apologies. Going off on a rant, aren't I?
It's okay, you can let your feelings out. Hypocrisy and justice don't suit your rationality. Have you ever told them how. Have you ever talked about your feelings, Gavin?
Gavin, have you ever talked about your feelings?
And how does that make you feel?
Oof.
Ironically, the most logical answer to by the way,
I mean,
ironically, the most logical one to me is the heart one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Let's go. I like the
same.
heart one.
It's like it's not. Yeah, Scott, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay, Gavin. You're clearly feeling hurt by this. I don't mind if you want to vent. I've got two perfectly good shoulders to cry on.
You don't understand, man. Nobody understands. Okay. I'm not that quite far gone, thank you. I appreciate the offer, but it's more the lunacy of my family's pride that grates on me, which is why I left home to strike out on my own.
You must think me daft, turning down my family's wealth and taking up a position as accountant of a small family arcade. But I saw it as a challenge, a chance to be my own man, like my grandfather before me.
Yo, that happy face though.
That's
We
a
haven't seen that one yet.
I know.
I love him.
He's a good man.
He looks very earnest. It's a very good face.
It's a good
It's
face.
a good
The
face.
world gave him nothing. He came from nothing. But through hard work and determination, he did it. He overcame. And while my brothers and sisters bought up tech companies, mashing up their projects together, then flipping them on the market once the value increased, I sought to take a failing enterprise, make it succeed, and stay with it. I'm not a love it and leave it man when it comes to business. I will overcome in my own way.
So that's me, in a nutshell. A child of means who rejected those means and embraced a dream of madness. Does this suffice your getting to know you needs, Artie?
I'm left dumbfounded for a moment. I've been expecting light small talk, not a backstory plus mission statement. And honestly, I hadn't expected the accountant of a video arcade to be, well, into a bit like the surprise of Percy's wealth. But one question lingers. So, you went to college, right?
For business and accounting, yes.
Right, and no student loans. And well, you had clothes on your back and a nice house in a nice neighborhood, I'm guessing? Meaning, you aren't exactly starting from zero.
Yes, I know. It's not exactly the ideal start for one on a quest to prove his well-to-do father wrong. I realize I'm a bit of a fool. I'll admit to that. I certainly enjoyed the head start that wealth and gradual societal change can provide. I can never truly claim to be a wholly self-made man to the same degree. And I certainly consider rejecting and I don't consider rejecting the family wealth an insult to my grandfather's effort. I consider it an insult to my father, who lies and boasts and claims this was all his own doing. So, while I cannot truly start from zero as my grandfather did, I intend to be much my own man as I can be, to honor his legacy in my own way. And that will have to do.
Damn, that brought down the mood.
Mm.
Time for me to lighten it up again.
Why the arcade exactly? All the pinball you can play?
Why not buy the arcade outright? Call it the Gavin's Gavinplex of Gavinus!
I'm gonna shoot that answer. Did you join the Funplex because of your family's background in tech?
I like the third one.
Yeah, it's simple. Bro?
I was debating between first and third, but I've been outvoted, so we're going with third.
Okay.
You mentioned your family has always worked the tech sector. Is that what you got interested in video games?
I'm afraid the answer is far more mundane. I asked my iris what job positions were open which met my requirements, and picked this at random.
Bet your iris is tickled pink that she landed you your dream job.
Iris is a cloud-based computing algorithm. She is not tickled pink, or any other color for that matter.
I don't know, man. Our iris is pretty pink.
But at any rate, I wouldn't say my siblings know anything about tech. They buy up tech companies, order their underlings to try and smash unrelated projects together, then sell the whole thing off. The rich get richer, the engineers get pinks. Plenty of companies have gone under their watch. Funware, Dynamic Systems, Retrowave, Sinishlosen? I can never pronounce that one.
You were close enough.
Eh.
Okay, I get it. Wait, where have I heard that company name before?
Anyway, I intend to build something that lasts, not simply leverage the Funplex to increase my personal wealth. And I believe I've bent your ear about socioeconomic philosophy more than enough. Undoubtedly, this has been the most boring conversation of your entire life, and for that I apologize.
You shut your
Shut
heckin'
up,
mouth.
Gavin. I love this
Shut
shit.
up!
It's fine, it's fine. I said I wanted to get to know you. This is getting to know you. And as fair's fair, I think you should get to know me. Oh, it's time to get party time. Party time. I tell him about my happy childhood and my unhappy adolescence. I tell him about the fall of the Net family and of Juniper pulling me out of the ashes. I tell him about what was really going on in my head one day of the Funplex, and even about Juniper's secret job offer. He listens attentively. At first I think he's ignoring me, just nodding along as he says nothing in return, but no. He's absorbing it, analyzing it.
And now you're fighting. Fighting for your dream. Fighting for the Funplex. Just like me.
That about sums it up, yeah.
Very well. Consider your dream under my protective umbrella. I'll fight for your dream as well with all my heart.
Oh
I
my!
know I haven't been the best at the people in the industry. I know I make mistakes, but I'm trying to improve, to be a better person.
I love him! He's doing his best. He's just got such a good heart.
The life of the underdog.
My heart.
I trust that if I ever accidentally step on your dream, you will let me know with honesty and clarity. Do not hold back. Don't be afraid to hurt my feelings.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Then we have an accord.
I love him. What a fucking nerd.
It's the happy face again.
Nerds have feelings.
We have an accord. Oh, this is so good. What? The way he talks is just so interesting. I love it.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I just really love him. I just think he's a good man.
And that's okay.
I love him so much. He's just doing his best and he's so responsible, and I'm a sucker for that bullshit.
Well, now we know Kristen's type.
I don't think he falls under Kristen's type.
He's
I think
not
she
my
just
type.
likes him.
I sympathize with him and I like him.
You know what? Fair. I suppose we've hidden ourselves away from Interplex long enough. Shall we return?
We quickly gather up our trash and shuffle on back to our job. Him at the desk, myself on the floor. The event's not over, not by a long shot.
But no, Gavin is not my visual novel type. Gavin is, Gavin has a story that I personally am sympathetic to. I'm almost more into the stories of, like, people working hard to follow their dream jobs. How does business work?
How do business...
How does business work? I'm an old person, basically. That's what I'm saying.
Not old.
Gosh,
Shut up.
Nikki.
Gosh.
The next few hours pass quickly. With renewed confidence, Percy's deep into his world record run and performing admirably. He's intensely focused on that score, inching ever closer. While Queen Bee effortlessly destroys locals on the path to her inevitable showdown with the demon. Myself, I float through it all, taking care of little problems while keeping an eye on both of them. But as the event winds to a close, all eyes are on our two main events, and the very real possibility of our local heroes falling apart at the finish line.
The black screen and the billowing noise stresses me out.
Yeah.
That's a mood. technically the arcade-wide score. Oh god, we're gonna have to choose between the two of them, and like part of me is like, oh yeah, we said we would go check on Percy again later, and then I was like, we haven't talked to Queen Bee at all. God. Scar competition is still on, but the crowds are ignoring the games in favor of crowding around Fist of Discomfort and Moopy. Percy's been on a solid run since his earlier fumbles. Queen Bee's been effortlessly destroying all competitors, as expected. But the Demon has been matching her game for game, destroying all his opponents as well, and as predicted, Grand Finals will come down to Queen Bee versus the Demon. As for the magical world of Moopy, Percy's closing in on that world record, with the tape rolling and ready to submit the Twin Galaxies. The pressure's on. I helped Percy through his frustration. I could be there for him at the end, too. But undoubtedly the tournament has the bigger crowd. I might be needed there. I can't be there for them both, so as much as I want to, who do I focus on?
I'm gonna back off from this one this time and let you guys choose.
I want to check on Queen Bee, and the reason I
Yeah.
want to is because I feel like Percy has gotten himself up. Like, we wouldn't know otherwise unless we talk to him. So I'm assuming in this timeline things are fine as long as we don't bother him.
Yeah, I think that like Percy's already gotten our help.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
big boy.
He's a big boy. So I think Queen Bee.
God.
Then I will let you choose Queen Bee.
Scott will deign to allow us to make this choice.
Thank you.
Oh,
Listen, I
so
know the con-
kind.
listen, I know the consequences.
Oh, King
Listen,
President.
I know the consequences of both of these,
King
so...
President
Oh,
Father
King
Scott.
President Czar Scott.
King President Father Czar Emperor
Court
Scott.
is now adjourned.
Will you allow us to go
Scott
help
Papa,
Queen
will
Bee?
you allow me to go speak with Queen Bee?
Your request is granted.
Thank you,
bang
my
my
liege.
gavel.
Let's go help Queen Bee.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is it, the grand finals of Fist of Discomfort at the Interplex. I sense the excitement in the crowd, and it's hard not to get swept up in the hype. My nerves are through the roof right now, and I'm not even the one playing. Using my event manager authority, I reach the front of the crowd, where the announcer, an FOD expert Iris invited to handle the play-by-play, introduces the competitors.
Who wants to do
You haven't done
I'm gonna
anything
end
yet,
up
why
doing the
don't you?
Monster Prom voice if...
Okay. On the player side, the rising star of L7 Gaming, local Funplex champion and internet sensation, Queen Bee! Yay!
A few folks in the crowd, locals mostly, cheer Queen Bee on. I recognize most of them from the crew and a bunch of Funplex regulars.
I love you, Queen Bee!
On the player 2 side, 5-time EVO champion and Fist of Discomfort, known as Kami in his home country of Japan. Here we all know him as the Demon! Yay!
Uh-oh, the crowd's picked their favorite, clearly. Not to say that it doesn't make sense. The Demon is known by casuals and hardcore alike, but I was hoping for a little less of a discrepancy between the two. I look over to Queen Bee. She's keeping it calm. She's keeping it cool. A true mask of a competitive gamer. After a quick handshake, it's off to their joysticks, quartering up and getting ready to battle.
My fellow gamers, this is the grand finals here at Interplex. Let's hear it for our competitors. I'm sorry I'm not doing the Monster Porn voice, guys.
You're doing fine, sweet.
Right.
I love Queen Bee's eyes. Oh my god.
I love how completely in the zone and just no shits that Demon has.
He's like,
Yeah.
I'm here too. As they shuffle through the character selection screen, the crowd waits in anticipation, eager to see who will be chosen. The announcer takes that momentum and brings it back twofold.
I mean, I'll try. Queen Bee is sticking with her pride and joy, the fast and deadly Tomokaze.
From what I've learned, Tomokaze is a light and fast character, suited for Queen Bee's aggro style. It's her favorite character. And as for the Demon, who's been playing his staple, a heavyset controlling samurai all day, selects... a similar speedy attack ninja?
What an amazing turn of events! the demon completely strays from his normal character roster and chooses Silent Blade.
We call that a secondary.
This is completely unlike anything we've seen the demon do today. What an exciting matchup, one you won't want to take your eyes away from.
The nuances of the game escape me, but I'm pretty sure this isn't what Queen Bee was expecting. Not in the slightest. Why did you pick your character first? I'm starting to wish I'd paid more attention to this game, so I'd know exactly how doomed she was right now.
Oh, shush.
With characters locked in and maps set, let's not delay this match any further. The countdown is at 3, 2, 1. And begin!
Right out of the gate, the demon comes at Queen Bee with ferocity I haven't seen since Queen Bee's usual matches where she charges head-on at me.
Oh, sorry. Right out of the gate, the demon attacks Queen Bee with a ferocity the likes of which I've never seen! Like a cheetah, the demon spares no time running straight toward his prey. Thank you, announcer. The demon has completely ignored the ninja creep waves. He's taking full-on minion damage and he's not even phased. In fact, he's not even stopping to buy items. Our champion from Japan has only one thing in his sights, and that's Queen Bee.
Ooh, she does not look hot.
I mean, no, I'm sorry. To be honest.
You know what I meant.
I'm sorry, it was low-hanging fruit. To be honest, still no clue what's going on here. Esports are a dense brick of your knowledge that's way beyond me. But from what little I know, Queen Bee plays a fast style. And now she's hitting someone who's playing even faster, staying just one step ahead. Normally these matches go on a good 5 or 10 minutes, but he's already put Queen Bee down once, then mauled an allied sensei while she was respawning. I try to make myself heard over the crowd.
Stay cool. Focused on defense.
Kick his ass!
Bro.
Oh god, I don't know!
No, I mean,
Bro,
you
you're
don't
supposed to
want to voice
say
the
you
third
can
one?
do this.
What?
We
Oh, you
all
can
did
do
You
this.
this.
voiced one already. You have to voice the third one.
No, listen, I was You can do this.
I feel like
I wouldn't
So You're not good. Okay.
say what you were gonna say.
Oh, I was just gonna joke saying, so you can't be heard over the crowd with that one. We're not choosing that.
kick his ass feels like it suits her more, but I'm sure everyone's saying that, you know? I feel like
Yeah, but it's in italics, so
Like-
you know it's good.
The stay cool, focus on defense one, the only reason I'm questioning that is because I'm just like, Artie has no idea what they're talking about.
that's true.
Also, timer.
You can do this.
I like one of the first two.
I think she'd appreciate kick his ass more. That's the only thing that has me kind of stuck. Let's go with, I don't think she'd appreciate being told, like, how to play the
What to
game.
do?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
kick
fair.
his
That's
ass.
fair.
Kick his
Alright.
ass.
Kick his ass.
Kick his character's ass.
Kick.
Oh.
It's no good. She can't hear me. It doesn't matter what I say. Fuck, what are we even doing? Even if I was able to shout louder than the crowd, her attention is so focused she probably wouldn't register my voice. I can do nothing but helplessly watch as the demon pulls her apart again and again.
Hmm.
The onslaught! The demon, living up to his namesake, is not showing an ounce of mercy for his competitor. But what's this? Queen Bee is switching things up! She's stopped at an item store, completely ignoring the attacks on her sensei. What could she possibly be buying at a time like this?
Fortunately, she seems to have developed a plan. Not that I totally get why, but she stopped attacking so she can buy a bunch of scrolls. I mean, the demon's not going to politely wait for her to shop.
And one of Queen Bee's sensei is down for the count, but that death has bought her enough time to grab as many control spells as she can.
Spells? I've never seen her use spells this early in the game before.
Queen Bee blasts the lane with Storm of Frost.
Oh, ice spells. I see. They look so shiny. Initially, it works like a charm. The enemy minions freeze solid and give her just enough breathing room to push ahead.
But the demon responds with swift accuracy. He's pushing forward with his other lanes, ignoring her attempts to slow things down.
As the demon flips between lanes, it's clear that while this would have won her the game if she'd started out that way. Quickly enough, the final sensei on Queen Bee's side of the map falls.
Aww. Here is your winner, the demon! Yay!
Yay.
The obligatory handshake happens as the crowd bursts into applause, thrilled to have seen such a strange spectacle out of the world champion. Immediately, Queen Bee is forgotten as the players choose to aim to cheer on the demon over and over.
Aww.
Perhaps sensing it's her cue to depart before the cheap plastic trophy I got from the dollar store is awarded to her. Queen Bee slips away, and I decide to follow.
Aw, funny.
I find her in the break room, collapsed in one of the folding chairs, face in her hands.
Aww.
Quietly, I take a seat next to her.
I don't know. After L7 Gaming dumps me, maybe I can live off my stream subs alone. If they don't abandon ship too, I mean.
Honey, you lost to a world champion. They're not going to kick you out for that.
Aww.
Oh,
Maybe cut my living expenses a little. You know, move back into my parents' house, things like that.
Mm.
If worse comes to worse, maybe Naomi will carve out the insides of an unpopular game and I can sleep in there.
Queen!
Queen Bee. I recommend pizza, bagels, breakfast of
Slap
champions.
that answer. Slap that fucking answer. I'm sorry things didn't work out, Queen Bee.
Maybe else. Sorry.
maybe L7 won't care. It's just a local tournament. Number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah. Definitely number 2.
Hey, if it helps you feel any better, I feel awful right now too. I'm sorry this happened. You got my sympathy. Normally that sort of sentiment is seriously not my thing, but... Today? Yeah, I'll take it. Thanks, Artie. Wait, I've graduated from Kid? Thanks, Kid.
You jinx.
That's better. And hey, maybe your team will be just as understanding as me, right? You don't know L7 Gaming, Kid. They've been looking for an excuse to cut me from the roster for... Well, no point going into the reasons now. Point is, I failed, and they'll know. My career? Basically in the toilet right now. This is my fault, isn't it? I'm the one who organized the event. I'm the one who pushed everybody past their limits, all in the name of making my dream a reality. I've been working hard to make what should have been just another temporary job in a long string of temporary jobs into something more, something I can believe in. But I didn't stop to think of what that would cost me and everyone around. In your defense, Iris acts the world.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
Artie's defense.
In your defense, you didn't ask for the worldwide gaming champ to come
Yeah,
here.
no.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Whoa. Wash that filthy mouth out with some soap, kid. Question is, now what? Where do I go from here? Well, thankfully someone's knocking at the door, interrupting me before I need to provide career advice to someone whose career is just indirectly destroyed. Although I'm expecting it to be Gavin or maybe Ashley to come cheer their friend up, the unexpected walks in the door. The two of us sort of stare, dumbfounded, as the man addresses Queen Bee.
Gibberish.
Tashimashika...
Oh, okay.
Daijubu. Oh, he acts as she's okay! What?
Hey, listen.
Hey! I can translate! One moment while I load my Japanese to English speech recognition systems.
Should I do it?
Just say it in English, my dude.
Alright. I'm afraid my English is not very good, so Oh, you have a translator.
Oh.
Iris repeats everything we say back and forth. I'm still just like, oh, daijoubu da. God, back and forth with a little patience. The conversation flows a bit easier than about the after. Whatever, I can't read.
I wish to thank you for teaching me today.
What the?
For what? The fuck does that even mean? Are you mocking me? Iris probably softened that a little in translation, but combined with Queen Bee's expression, the demon seems to get the real gist.
Not at all. I wish to thank you for teaching me your unique fighting style.
Both Queen Bee and I look very confused.
I've been watching your stream for a year now, but watching it is not the same as facing you in combat. From that one battle alone, I have learned a great deal.
Oh my god, he's been watching her stream?
Hey, what are the
That's
odds?
so cool.
What are the odds?
Aww.
If you will allow it, I would enjoy learning more. I clearly have a great deal of work to do to master your style, as you saw today.
Didn't we just see him pull the Artie?
Shh, shh, hush.
Translate that, Iris.
Queen Bee's expression softens and she playfully punches me in the shoulder. Oh!
They're trying. They're failing, but they're trying.
Actually, I feel like this is just how they and Queen Bee like communicate.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Way to rub it in, kid. But that's not even what happened. I honestly thought you were watching the match. I was, but I'm still confused. He played sloppy as shit. The reason I lost was due to surprise. He took more risks out there than I did, relying on the fastest, hardest aggro style. You know what? That makes complete sense. Imaginable to win before I could react. Even in aggro, you don't come blitzing out of the gate without buying a single item. Not unless you're willing to bet it all on that strategy.
I was overly eager to show you what I had learned. I won, yes, but I cannot be results-oriented in my thinking.
This is really cute.
It is. I believe we could learn much from you, Queen Bee-san.
Oh my god.
Come again?
Okay, who's we exactly?
Myself, the Kami of Japan, Onslaught-san, the Kami of the NorCal scene, Fausta-san, the Kami of Germany. We are assembling a team, winds that blow from all directions at once, carrying with them wisdom from across the arcade world. A diverse team for players by player. A diverse team for players by players. But we require an aggro-style champion, a Kami of the East Coast scene in America. We would be deeply honored if Queen Bee-san joined us.
As he offers a deep bow, neither of us know quite how to react to that. Queen Bee speaks up first.
Hold on. You're offering me a job? That's why you came here?
Hi.
Oh my gosh.
I've been scouting for talent to complete our team, but I've yet to meet anyone quite like you. You are intense, wild, daring, and exactly what we need. But I could not know for certain until I attempted to surpass you in direct combat. I attempted, and I failed. Winning the match is irrelevant. My play was insufficient. However, if you wish to remain loyal to L7 Gaming, I will understand.
Them! Them right in the ear!
Hello.
I mean, considering the fact that she was just afraid they were going to throw her out because they wanted to get rid of her in the
that's
first
fair.
place.
Yeah.
I mean, let me look into my contract situation and square things away first. But, you know, I'm interested. Yeah, interested.
Nice.
I almost barely saw the hint of possibility of a glimpse of a smile on the demon just now. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
Thank you. Please take all the time you require. Fate willing, we will come. We will come. Yeah, words. Fate willing, we will welcome you as one of four heavenly kings.
Wow.
We will at last have found our queen. Wow.
Damn.
With that, he offers one more bow like a promptly turns to exit.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, my queen.
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen.
Whoa.
Holy shit. Kid, do you know what this means?
You're about to be elevated to arcade godhood?
Your skills will expand dramatically?
You don't have to live with your parents?
In the sake of comedy, I kind of want to pick that third one, but I mean,
Godhood, honestly.
I like Godhood. Godhood
Yeah.
fits her better as much as the last one
Yeah.
was hilarious.
Like, if we said all three in succession, like, right?
Yes,
one after
yes.
the other.
just like one after the other. You're about to be elevated to arcade godhood? Your skills will expand dramatically? You don't have to live with your parents?
But yeah, I think I like the gold option.
Yeah.
You're going to ascend the holy mountain of Asgard and join your fellow commune Olympus, home of the spirits. I'm pretty sure you're mixing up your pantheons there, kid. But yeah, this is big. I mean, it's super big for me. Instead of bowing and scraping and begging L7 to let me sit at their table, I get my own fucking table. I want to be carried into Evo trademark by oiled fanboys, raised me high and on a plush couch, feeding me grapes and fanning me with palm leaves.
I love her so
Down there.
much.
I'm actually reasonably sure Iris could arrange that if I asked her to.
Jesus.
Sure thing. I'll get right on.
Oh god.
Kidding. I was kidding, Iris. Yeah, I'm kidding too. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've got a lot to learn before I really know how I can hang with gaming. But now I've got a future, and it's bright. I'll admit to some relief on hearing I didn't just sink Queen Bee's battleship. But the fact remains that we got lucky. Neiman hadn't been in a generous mood, hadn't been scouting for talent, her career would have been in shambles thanks to me. Not to like throw the robot under the bus, but like
Iris's fault.
Yeah.
I love her, but like
On the other hand, it's Iris's fault.
Gavin himself, don't fall for results oriented thinking. Maybe your future is bright, but it almost wasn't thanks to me. Man, who knew being an adult with many important responsibilities instead of transient floating through life would be this nasty? Kid? You okay in there? Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Shaking the moment off, I do my best to celebrate her achievement. I'm just glad everything worked out. Me too. I was pretty shaken up this morning, truth be told, and I think my performance shows I've got a long way to go. But I'm getting there. Anyway, no sense hiding out back here all night. Let's go mingle with the guests a bit before the party's over. With her confidence restored, Queen Bee strolls to the door to return to the Interplex crowds. That was so cool.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
As we re-enter the arcade, I instinctively size up the crowd looking for trouble, but there isn't any. Good. Don't think I could deal with another crisis. Wait a minute, where's Purpur? Oh,
That's
baby.
what she calls him. That's so cute.
Percy? I don't know. He's gone. Nobody's playing Moopy. In fact, it's already drained out the extra lives and gone back to a track mode screen. With the score just short of the world record.
Aww.
Oh, fuck! You think he cracked under the pressure?
Percy's in the hospital.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
what?
wait, what?
He started clutching at his chest and then fell off his. We think it was a heart attack.
Wait, what?
Oh well, fuck.
I called 911 right away. The ambulance just left.
Oh god. Like I don't regret, but I feel bad.
Yeah.
Like we knew something was off, but like, oh no. I need to go. Fuck, I ride the bus. I can't drive to the hospital. Queen Bee provides. We'll take my car. Gavin, you and the others finished up here. I have to. This is my fault. I pushed him. I pushed him too hard.
Go. We'll take care of the Interplex.
Quickly, we pile in the Queen Bee's rusty yellow hatchback and speed off to the local hospital.
Well, fuck.
The hour's growing late, but we managed to find his room just before visiting hours, and inside, lying in a hospital bed.
Oh, hello there. Wasn't expecting visitors. How do you do? Is the event going well?
How do you do? Seriously? How do you do, Percy? Exactly. What's going on? Are you okay?
Oh, Tosh. Just a heart tremor. Wasn't even a full arrest or anything. They're keeping me overnight for observation. I'll be back at the Funplex before you know it. Still have a high score to defeat, after all.
Are you fucking kidding me? Purpur, come on. You're hooked up to an ECG. I can see your heartbeats. It's not nothing.
It's just a little issue, that's all. A medical mishap which runs in my family. Wasn't quite expecting it to accelerate this quickly. But that's life, isn't it?
Oh, does he have a arrhythmia?
So, it wasn't stress related?
Percy has arrhythmia.
I thought so.
Hmm. What's arrhythmia?
He'll probably explain it.
No, let's see. They're probably gonna explain.
Well, probably didn't help. But can't say I was feeling sharp as usual this morning. My fault, really. All my fault.
How serious is this condition? And be honest with us, Percy. No holding back to keep us from worrying, because we're gonna worry whether you. Yeah, what the kid said.
Well,
You've said 2 years yet left to live, but science isn't exact science, I suppose.
Fuck. The hospital PA system chimes, grabbing my attention. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. Visiting hours are now over. Visiting hours are now.
Suppose it's time for you two to head on home. And don't you worry about me. I'll be out of here in the morning. Probably take a break from Moopy for a time, but I'll pop by the Funplex all the same.
Only if you're sure, Percy.
You know me, love. I'm an optimization expert. And my way of keeping calm is through the silliness is to optimize the happiness I can find in the time remaining to me. And that means...
The Funplex.
the Funplex.
Queen Bee offers me a ride back to the Funplex in her car. I've still got an event to wrap up and then a bus to catch back to my apartment. Neither of us really feel like talking on the way there.
So here's the thing. Percy's sister... Yeah...
I don't remember anything about his sister.
That high score isn't for him. Let's
Oh,
put it that
I
way.
see.
Not that there's much to come back to. All the plastic trophies I picked out for the high score contests are gone, along with their winners. Looks like everybody's closing up shop. Ashley tidying up a bit, Naomi literally having fallen asleep at the prize desk,
Mm.
and Francine up way past her bedtime, squinting at a computer printout.
Hello, dearie.
Ah, there you are, Auntie. Gavin ran the numbers while you were out. She's British now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, hi, Francie.
Your Percy is showing.
It's been July. No, earlier than July 18th.
July
Francine wasn't
18th.
in that
Last
episode.
time we saw Francine. June.
Despite the count. Let me see if I can remember this. Hold on. Despite the discount tokens, we made a tiny profit today. Far above and beyond the Funplex normally draw. I don't remember how she sounds like.
You were doing good there.
From what Ashley tells me, the mood was quite jovial near the end, and many nice folks saying they plan to return. And even if the local champ didn't win at Fist of Discomfort, they got to see the demon in action. That's a feather in our cap. I'd hoped you'd be pleased with the news. This is what you wanted, yes? To put the Funplex on the map. Business is going to be just peachy now, especially with more lovely parties like this one. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I am happy. It just... Exhausted? Emotionally, mentally, and physically.
Well, for what it's worth, we're all so got no regrets. Know a thing or two about dreams. Dreams and how difficult they can be to make a reality. The thriving Funplex is going to take hard work from each and every one of us. But we're ready, willing, and able. But true, Percy was hospitalized, but poor dear. But we did it. Your friends saw it through, and they do it all over again, without a doubt.
I nod, a bit nod.
Oof.
I'm sure I'll feel like $1,000,000 tomorrow when Percy strolls back in and smiles, Queen Bee sporting her fancy new team jacket. When the daytime crowds are thick with newcomers, happy to be playing the games they love, when I really get to see the effects of what we accomplished. But for now, I really just want to go to bed. You need anything else from me tonight? We're all wrapped up like a bow. I'm on my way home for a good night's sleep myself. Go home, Marty. We'll see you tomorrow. I turned the keys in the lock, slumping into the apartment.
Hi!
Artie, hi! So, how'd it go? Was Interplex every bit as awesome as the awesome poster I designed for it? Ugh.
The players went home happy and business is booming.
Hooray! Why don't you look happy?
It's been a long day.
Well, okay. Honestly, Artie, you're an inspiration to me. You had the guts to chase your dreams. It's tough work, but I knew that Iris could find you something you'd love. And I've been wondering if I should follow in your footsteps.
You want to become an arcade star?
No, silly! I mean, just try to find something to do with my life rather than make coffee for executives and file their paperwork.
I've got it!
Like that poster. I could try to be a graphic designer, maybe. I've always loved doing stuff like that. Yay! What do you think?
Except that following your dreams can run you ragged. Did me today. It could clearly torpedo your future. It could even kill you. Is it worth it? Is it really worth all the trouble?
Follow your
What's
dreams,
that thing
Juniper.
Francine said again? Oh,
Follow your dreams, Juniper. Be independent.
maybe you could find a graphic design firm?
You're already doing fine. Stick with it.
So no to that.
Graphic design firm is a realistic option. Be independent. Well, if you're not trained though, a graphic design firm is harder to get into. Starting independent is actually a good way to start because, then you're building up a portfolio.
I'm turning on the timer.
I'm sorry. I'm like, well, this is like.
Because
putting my
Kristen's an actual, y'all are actual graphic designers, so you're thinking about it like correctly, and I'm just over here like, yeah, no, follow your dreams. Why am I saying follow your dreams despite the fact that Artie, like, because according to Francine, she's just like, listen, I know that everything went kind of like South Par, like around the end there, but
The thing
you didn't
though, is
make
that
those decisions for those people.
Yeah.
They could have
Francine
not
was-
shown up.
Sorry.
Sorry, you were saying?
No, you were talking. Francine was the one who said that life is a series of trade-offs. So I mean, we made these decisions ourselves. Honestly, the only one I'm not fine with, and I'm sure you guys agree, is the one on the very bottom.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I acknowledge this is going to stop the timer, but I think it's worth thinking about.
We have 15 seconds.
No, it's just.
I only gave it a minute. It should have been a 2-minute question.
No, it's just okay. So recently in therapy, I've been talking about basically we were discussing, the cost of doing something you love and whether or not that is worth it.
Mm.
So this is kind of related to that. We were discussing how people who do big intense it's like a cycling race. It's like this really big fucking intense thing. And these cyclists will do this, and then if you look at their legs afterwards, they're fucking wrecked. They are wrecked for weeks after this event, but they keep doing it because they love it. So when it comes to following a dream, you have to ask yourself, is the sacrifice worth it? So this is a similar thing. It's been on my mind because I fucked up my arms working on DMP for a month straight.
Well, I've been in a weird position where I don't have an option but to quote-unquote follow my dreams right now. That's my only option, because nobody will hire me.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just so of course I'm team, follow your dreams right now, because that's all I can do.
Yeah. I think... God, I wanna... I'm sorry, this one is such a strong, career question that it makes me go
Yeah, I'm in a deadlock, but I mean, as long as we don't pick the final option, I'm good.
Graphic design.
I don't understand what they mean by graphic design firm.
I mean, it would be a business specifically for kind of getting graphic designers into the fold, and then people come to the firm needing designs and they choose. The thing is, to get into that kind of thing, you need a portfolio.
You probably should have already been doing things independently.
Yeah, so independent is if you start independent and build a portfolio though.
Ironically, independent is the most logical option.
Yeah, it's the most. It's actually the more realistic option at the moment. Let's go with follow your dreams.
All right, I haven't seen the results of that one anyways, so I'll be curious.
Let's give it a shot.
Francine's right. I chose this path. I chose to make my life difficult in order to make my life into something. Juniper's helped me out. You know what? I just realized we were looking at this from the perspective of helping Juniper, but we weren't looking at it from the perspective of helping Artie.
That's true.
And I feel like we would have answered a little faster. Had we realized, oh, wait a minute, this is also Artie coming to a realization.
In my defense, I'm looking at this and I'm also like, okay, so this is a decision that I made recently, and I feel like there are people watching this who probably also have to think about similar decisions, so I feel like it's worth...
Oh no, it was worth talking about. I'm just saying that that's a brilliant thing. Game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I hadn't thought about how it would affect Artie.
Juniper's helped me out along, because had we picked the sad option, Artie would just be sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice turn. lie, it wouldn't be easy, not by a long shot. But yeah, I think you should chase your dreams. Become an artist on your own terms.
Thank you.
I knew I had the right idea. Thanks, Artie. You need to go to bed and sleep. Tomorrow, I'll make you pancakes. A reward for my hard-working arcade czar. You used to have pancakes every morning during those summer trips, remember? Your mom made them.
That was ages ago, Juniper, when my folks could afford trips to the shore. And Juniper gets a wry smile.
I think I know exactly how we can celebrate your newfound success. How about...
A beach vacation? We can't afford a beach episode!
Beach episode!
Yes, we can.
Beach episode! Beach episode!
Guess what, guys?
still
We're
eating
going to
pizza
the
bagels.
beach!
We're still eating pizza bagels!
You've cleared level 4 of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now let's see your score. Looks like you and Ashley are having some good times. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've earned 13,550 points. Woohoo! Today's pizza fact is, the world's largest pizza covered 10,000 square feet and measured 140 feet across. It weighed in at 44,457 pounds.
Jesus.
Wow.
Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 5? We should also take a break.
We
Yes,
should
we
take
should save and take a break.
Before the beach episode!
Yeah! Alright, I think we are going to save, and we will be back
Save the
after a
game.
quick break, everybody. Alright, see y'all in like, 5-10 minutes. Bye! Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Hello and welcome back to Arcade Spirits.
Yay!
Yay! We just got done talking about following our dreams. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
oh my god, it's a theme or something.
It's like a theme
Wow.
or something.
Wow. And what are we doing next, Brosif?
We're going under the boardwalk.
Yeah.
Boardwalk.
Boardwalk.
It's time for the beach episode!
It's time for the
Contractually
beach
obligated beach
episode.
episode!
Yeah!
Woo!
Let's do it.
Let's return.
I can't believe we're already halfway there.
Halfway there.
Halfway there. Halfway there. How many quarters have we inserted now?
So
Oh yeah,
many.
5.
I mean, if you make it to level 5, have you really inserted orders?
That's true.
Well, the fact that we're still on the title screen, we probably entered a level select.
It is the future year 20XX, and romance is in the air. Or at least romance will be in the air if Iris is about it.
Oh yeah, we're at that chapter, by the way.
Oh, also, I'm not actually in that glorious 20XX Neon Metropolis today. I'm about 134.7 miles south of it. That's much better. This feels so weird. It's so bright.
Yeah, what?
Ah, my eyes! My eyes!
I'm loving the glorious 3D effects umbrellas here.
They're nice umbrellas. I don't know what you're... Are they 3D modeled umbrellas?
They look like 3D
They
models,
look
though.
painted, unless I'm mistaken.
I think they might be 3D models that have been painted,
Yeah.
but they seem to be, yeah.
They're fun.
Anyway. Darn.
Ah, just
Give it a
smell the
moment.
sea salt, the saltwater taffy, the baking hot sands.
Give it a moment, bro.
It's just like I remember.
You've never been to the Flotsam Beach before, Juniper.
Well, it's just like I remember you remembering it was then.
Definitely.
This is definitely one of my better ideas. Top 10, maybe even top 5 ideas. What a fantastic way to celebrate your success at the Funplex. As a reward... Ugh. As a reward for your hard work, we return to the beach where you first played Wyvern Keep. where your family spent their summer vacations. Oh, how sentimental. My heart. I can't.
Thank you, Miss Exposition.
I feel the need to say something pithy and dismissive, and is it pithy or pithy?
I
I
want to
thought
say
it was
pithy, but I'm
pithy.
not sure.
Pithy and dismissive in the face of her unrelenting cheer, but you know what? To be honest, I'm definitely smiling.
Aww.
This place holds so many dear memories for me. Before my parents lost their jobs and we began the downward spiral of bad family luck, we loved coming to Flossom Beach. And coming back here for sure is a treat.
Yes.
This place is great. Sand and sea, and that boardwalk. All those little shops and the best fried food the East Coast can provide, and arcades aplenty, and seashells, and airbrush T-shirts, and plastic sunglasses, and
All right, stop. Hold on. Wait. Is that a
Sorry.
penguin in the back? Is that a penguin? Right
Oh,
next to
yeah,
the bunny
there it
rabbit?
is.
There it is. There it is.
Yep, there it is.
I want to see it all. I want to do it all.
I think you're more excited about this than I am, Juniper.
Because I like the beach. You're excited too. Don't deny it, Artie.
Later.
Okay, I'm gonna go get changed into my swimsuit before the others get here. Be right back.
The others, right. That was the second part of Juniper's plan, see? That this wasn't just a treat for me, but for everybody associated with the Funplex.
With the
It's
sunplex.
the Sunplex now.
It's the Sunplex now. I thought you would ignore my mental typos for once.
No, it's
We have to
God.
drive down here in groups.
Funplex in the
it's the
Sunplex.
Sunplex for this. It's the Sunplex for this chapter.
We'd have to drive down here in groups and pay for our own hotel rooms to keep the costs down, but soon enough, Saturday outing for all staff and VIPs had become a reality. It was real sweet of her to include everyone in on the trip, too. We worked hard to make Interplex a success. I certainly couldn't have done it without help from my friends. Within the next hour, there'd be 9 of us bouncing around in swimsuits, making sandcastles and buying cheap souvenirs and playing seaside arcade games. And hopefully not accidentally drowning the riptides, and my inner lifeguard felt beneath the warrant. One day of fun in the sun for everyone.
Yay!
And as for this evening,
Beep beep.
Beep beep party.
well, Iris had other plans for me.
Well, have you decided yet? Have you? Time's running out, you know.
With a sigh, I pull out my phone, summoning my digital gym. And why is time running out exactly?
I've run the numbers and calculated a 99.97% chance of romantic success if you take your special someone on a moonlit seaside stroll. It's the perfect confluence of all projected event vectors that will lead you to love and happiness. Romance is in the air. Can't you feel it?
Right now, all I feel is slightly overheated. I need to go change.
Why are you
Yes.
still wearing that?
Yes, good. Put on your sexy swimwear.
That was
Look, my baby girl.
Holy fuck! That was a very good line read.
Iris, this is for you. This is for you. I've been going on and on about this ever since finding out about the beach trip. Iris, why the sudden obsession with finding me a special someone anyway? I've turned my life around. I found a job. I found a dream even, and make something of the Funplex to let it grow and shine. You've done all well helping me do that. This is the happiest I've been in years, honestly.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
gosh, thank you, Artie.
So why mess it up by trying to date me? One of my coworkers, one of the regulars. Remember the day I joined the Funplex? I told you I wanted to stay focused and play it cool. Avoid even thinking of my computer that way. It feels like a recipe for disaster.
Disaster or delight?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Artie, you've spent weeks getting to know these people. You've even taken a few of them out to lunch. Maybe you didn't think of it as a date, but...
But maybe they felt differently?
Exactly!
What if I just make things awkward for everyone?
What if I can't decide who to approach?
What if I'm just not ready to start dating again?
I don't
So
think
either
any
the
of these
first or the
answers
last
matter.
Yeah.
one. No, but I mean,
One
And
of
still,
them.
like, what would Artie do?
Yeah. I feel
I'd say
like,
either the first or the last one.
yeah. I guess here's what we need to ask ourselves: do we think Artie has been in the dating scene at all? I don't really get that vibe from them.
I don't either,
No.
really. Like, I can't imagine Artie having dated.
Yeah,
If
I
that
feel
makes
like
sense.
Yeah.
awkward is the right one.
Yeah, if the word again wasn't in there, then maybe,
Yeah.
but... Yeah, what if I just make things awkward for everyone?
Yeah.
I'm already super close to all these people. Closer than I thought I'd be when I first took the job. Do I really want to rock the boat by flirting with a friend like that? The warmest hearts can be found first in friendship, I say. You already know these people. You care for them, Artie. Don't deny it. And I'm thinking they care for you too. And if it doesn't work out, that's okay. We're all adults and we can all deal with that. Can you? Can adults deal
really?
with that?
No one's good at dealing with that.
My sources say yes.
Trust me, Artie. This is your moment. But you don't have to decide right now. In fact, you shouldn't. Take the day with all your friends to really think about it. After dinner, I'll have finished my number crunching, and we'll have your final relationship scores. That'll help guide your decision. Let's take a look. Behold, weeks of emotional data fully analyzed. Don't talk to Teo. Just don't talk to him ever. Oh my god, please. Do not speak to Teo.
Well, yes, but actually no.
I mean, there's currently one obvious choice, but we could maybe go for Percy or Queen Bee if we pushed either of them.
Okay, so here's the deal. The game gives you 3 options who you score the highest with. You can choose any of those 3.
I see.
Yeah.
Rip Gavin.
Yeah.
We have a chance to turn it around. It depends on who we choose to mingle with in this chapter.
Oh god, but if we had to trade like between Percy, because Ashley's like, she's there, she's
Yeah.
not moving.
She's right there.
Yeah.
But like, if we had to switch out between Percy and Queen Bee, which one would Gavin?
Alternatively, we could just nah.
We're probably just gonna play the game, but like, I'm just saying.
I mean, you know my choice, but I'm biased.
I haven't even been thinking about the romance option, honestly. There's
No,
been so-
I haven't at all.
Well,
and I
here's
feel
the thing: you don't have to romance.
yeah,
anyone.
I don't think we have to do it. I'm thinking hypotheticals here. Like, because my brain, listen how my brain operates. My brain's going like best friend, and it's like, no. This is a romantic thing, bro dingles, but best friend. But no, this is a romantic thing. And I'm like trying to consolidate in my head.
Totally
like-
understandable.
We'll see how it plays out when we get there. Again, we have a whole day.
Yeah.
Whole day.
Ashley's a lot of fun, isn't she? And you took it along like a house of fire.
Oh God. Hopefully
Um,
without actually setting anything on fire accidentally.
Why was that the?
So
Why was that what you suggested, Iris?
hopefully without. I mean, crime.
That's fair.
I can't believe Ashley is Crimes Straczynski.
I mean, we have some similarities that I'll admit. Apparently, if you combine Naomi and Ashley, you get Crime Straczynski, and then Francine is older Crime Straczynski. We've already been over this. And I'm also Juniper.
Good.
I'm every female character in this
You're
except for Queen Bee.
every character.
I'm Gavin. I'm
Yeah.
just-
Hi, I'm
Gavin's
Ash.
just a picture of me.
Hi, I'm Percy without beard and death.
Actually, you know what? I'm Gavin and Queen. Like, if Gavin and Queen got together and had a baby, it would be named Ro-
That's apt. I'm probably closest to being Juniper, but and Naomi.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Kristen is every character in this game. Every single one.
The points are just a guide.
And it's not like I'm gonna force you to woo someone just because they're your top match. I still need to calculate how well your personality matches what they're looking for. That'll net you bonus points. Consider it food for thought, you know? And you've still got the rest of today to see who you're a good fit for. Maybe cram in some more time with them. Anyway, keep an open mind, yeah? By the way, according to GPS, your potential romances will be here in less than 2 minutes. Have fun!
No pressure.
I hastily jammed my phone back in my pocket before anyone could hear that. Dang it, Iris. I could have just chillaxed by the sea, maybe found the old arcade where I once played Wyvern Keep and had a pleasant time. But now I gotta be sizing up romantic partners? Although, maybe there is someone I've been getting close to. Someone I think wouldn't mind being closer to, in fact. And it was being a long time since I felt like I could even try having someone to share my life with. Maybe it's time to look for love again. But for now, I decided to focus on the day ahead. Fun in the sun. Good, clean fun in the sun. I feel like the game is now hinting at us that Art has been in a relationship at some point, and that it might be a plot point, and that we just have like this mental image of this person that is like it's gonna get completely shattered. Very innocent and chaste, fun in the sun. Whatever. Like that's one of those words I've been pronouncing wrong for.
That's totally fair. Plus, you'd probably
Guys, the music
assume it would.
stopped.
You'd probably assume it would play off of chastity, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I heard chaste before I heard chat.
I've always heard chaste.
I've always heard chest myself, but I mean, I could be wrong.
I've always heard chaste. Oh well, whatever. It doesn't matter.
I wonder if it's a potato.
It could be.
Maybe.
Yeah. Sure, I can do that, right? Well, who do you know that says potato? I can do that.
Anyways.
I see. I'm sorry with the bar. I'm like it. I can't take you seriously, Teo, please. Hello, Flotsam. Your queen has arrived.
She is really hot, though.
Morning, Artie. Is this a private game of beach blanket bingo, or can we join?
Shots.
Yeah.
Innocent. Chaste. Fun in the sun. Where can I set up my parasol? And how's the surf? Teo was thinking of doing some surfing.
Of course he surfs.
I rarely get a chance to surf these days. Looking forward to breaking out my old board and hitting the waves. I was going to play Beach Boys all the way down here from the city to help get in the mood, but Queen Bee vetoed it.
Hey, if you want a free ride in my beloved Bee-mobile with your board strapped to my roof, you listen to my music, Mr. Dance Pants. Oh, hey, there's the perfect spot. Let's sit up there.
Catch you later.
I better go help her. See you there. Why is he wearing a Speedo?
I'm gonna fight him. I suddenly feel a bit inadequate in terms of proper beach and bot attire.
Steve, what's that? Are you trying? Do you have something you want to say? I'm on stream here, Steve. Would you like to comment on my visual novel playing now that I currently have an audience? Would you like to say something, Steve? No, don't take my phone! Don't take my
Why did he take your phone?
I need that arm brace! Give it back! My arms are broken!
Oh.
Give it back! No, Steve! Ah!
Can we get an F in the chat for Kristen's brace?
Why are you like this? No, stop! Don't take that! You're mean. You're very mean. People can hear your abuse. They can hear how cruel you are.
And yet they
Oh
do
my God,
nothing.
stop waving. Steve's mean, everyone. Anyway, let's continue.
I suddenly feel a bit inadequate in terms of proper beach bod and attire.
Oh no.
We did it!
Gavin's so fucking ripped! Oh my god!
We did it, boys!
God, there's this scene in The Good Place where Chidi from The Good Place, like, Chidi always like wears like these classy button-ups and stuff, and for one fucking episode he just pulls it off and he's like shirtless for most of the episode and then has this extremely tight like wine mom t-shirt on his long shirt. But anyway, he's so distractingly ripped that every single comment I've seen on this episode is like, don't get me wrong, this is a good episode, but all I can think of is how the fuck is Chidi apparently, you know, like an ethics professor when he's got that ridiculous of a bod. And that's this exact moment that I'm having right now.
God.
You know, pinball would
This
make
is
you
Gavin
so
voice.
ripped.
I'm an accountant.
Naomi's very cute.
Yes, I like that swimsuit.
She looks really cute. We're
They both
here,
have such cute. Yeah, I'm gonna say they both have such cute swimwear.
right?
Excellent.
Ah, good. Queen Bee brought an umbrella.
Yeah, I don't really tan so much as burn to a crisp. Honestly, I'm mostly here for the shopping and the arcades.
I'm curious to see how these arcades are run as well. Maybe I can talk to a manager, get some tips for how to handle a very transient audience.
Immediately.
Ugh.
I meant to play in them, not to study them. Sheesh, Gavin, we're not here to work.
Can't I do both? I'll go join the others for now, though. It's been a long drive. I'd love to stretch out a bit.
See ya.
Ooh, me too. I'm so cramped up from sitting in that van. Wait for me.
Dots. Stretching. Yes, stretching is good. Flex those muscles.
Ooh.
They're so cute!
They're tasteful!
All right, the beach. I haven't been to the beach in ages. Not since my sign spinning days promoting that funnel cake place. Of course she was a sign spinner.
Of course.
And I guess there was that one time we did a beach shoot, but that was like last summer. So yes, ages ago. Feels good to be back in the sun.
Last beach I went to was back in England. Considerably more cold and overcast than this, afraid. And before you ask, because Ashley already asked again and again on the drive down here, I'm not going to explode in direct sunlight. My condition is quite stable today.
Sorry, Percy, but you are part of the crew, and that means we care about you. I promise, though, we won't treat you like you're made of glass. You're still good old Percy to us.
Much obliged.
Aw.
Thanks, love. All the same. Think I'll grab a spot under that umbrella before all the good shade is taken.
As for me, last one in the water is a landlubber.
The water, yes. Getting wet and cooling down.
God. Stop being
That
horny
beach
on
goth
me.
right there, though.
Party! Oh my god, I love her.
Hello, dearie.
Hello, dearies. Afraid my bikini days are behind me, but I'm happy to be here all the same. I do so love to be out in the sun. Lovely beaches, lovely weather, lovely people. Good to see all three present and accounted for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I rented an extra parasol and some chairs for Miss Francine and I. And for you too, Artie. Plenty of room if we squeeze in.
My oh my.
How cozy.
Well, okay then. This is a new context for me to be observing these people in. But fun in the sun, right? Yeah, above all else, this has to be a day of celebration and cheer over the success of the Funplex. With that firmly in mind, I join everyone and we get the beach party started.
Ooh, man.
All
Although
right.
it doesn't take long for the group to start splitting up. There's just too much to see, too much to do. I know from my vacations here as a kid that you can't really try everything in one day. But unlike me, I knew.
Yep.
And as an adult, I know how to budget my time to do the things I really want to do and hang out with the people I really want to hang out with.
But I want to hang out with all of them.
Despite my intent at good, clean fun, Iris's words are still running through my head. By evening, I need to make a decision.
Dun, dun, dun.
That means if I'm seriously going to make a move, like she's suggesting I do, I should spend some time wisely leading up to that. So what next?
All right, so in each of these events, we're going to be able to hang out with 1 to 2 people each. You have to choose wisely.
Naomi and Ashley are making sandcastles. Gavin and Queen Bee just found a volleyball. Teo and Percy are playing carny games. Juniper's talking with her Iris, it seems.
This will not be the only chance we have to talk to these people. There's going to be like 2 or 3 more of these.
Yeah, I gathered that. I'm just trying to decide.
Gavin.
Gavin. But also Juniper, though? But also, I love Naomi and Ashley so much. I'm sorry, Percy, you're with Teo, who we love. but
I'm
not as
sorry,
much.
Percy, you just happen to be around Teo right now.
Well, I love the Sandcastle event, but I also really enjoy the Carney game event. Those are my 2 favorites.
Can you imagine how fucking intense Yeah, I want to see Gavin and Queen Bee play volleyball because I just thought about how fucking ridiculous that sounds.
It's so ridiculous.
They're such intense people. I have to see how intense they are at volleyball. Like I thought about it, I was like, that's a matchup I want to see.
Okay, so you want to watch Artie die?
Yes. Gavin and
If
Queen
Artie
Bee.
doesn't die in this event, then I swear to God,
Oh,
the game
no.
ends.
Non-standard
I
game
wanna
over.
see it.
Well, shit.
I really want to see it.
I want to see it. I want to see Gavin and Queen Bee go for it.
No, wait a minute. Something just I know we chose our decision, but something just occurred to me. Well, our decision last time affected what happened to Percy. So just imagine we're just suddenly making sandcastles, then suddenly the volleyball from the event with Gavin and Queen Bee just hits us in the face.
I want to see.
I recently figured out who I want to go out with. Who? This volleyball. What? It was my first kiss. I needed to.
Started out with a
One
kiss.
guy
How did it
straight on
end
the
up
end.
like this?
It's nobody can ever come between us. It's just you and me.
Okay, Gavin and Queen Bee. Listen, we're not setting Artie up to date Wilson just yet. Let's All right, Gavin
We're
and
not
Queen
setting Artie up yet. We just really want to see.
We just want to see them play volleyball. Let's do it.
All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Click.
No back. Queen Bee and Gavin have taken up a friendly little sports it's competition stand. Beach volleyball has always been a favorite pastime of beachcombers. It's fun, competitive, and what's not to love about watching athletic people show off their skills. Granted, when my family got together to play, we just ended up hitting the volleyball around and never really kept points. But it was always something I enjoyed, even if I wasn't very good at it. Maybe Gavin and Queen Bee will let me join in the fun. If I'm lucky, I'll even get to bump, set, and spike it.
God, they're so.
God.
Kristen?
We chose the right option for Kristen.
Listen to them. Gavin is occupying the far half of the court closer to me as Queen Bee's side of the sand court. It's easy to see that both of them have expressions of sheer determination on their faces. Gavin is cool, calm, and collected, while Queen Bee is grinning ear to ear. Both are reveling in the contest, each is in it to win it. I wish there were, like, specific illustrations for this.
Right?
Like, I wish this game had a few more of those, because I would die. I want to see this so bad.
Fortunately.
It takes some sort of catastrophic event for one of them to back down, like a tsunami. And even when I bet they'd be bopping the ball back and forth while fighting against the wave. But this is a momentous 1v1 between two of my most competitive.
That's why we're here.
It's unnecessary to explain Queen Bee's cutthroat nature, but Gavin, his ambition is just as fierce, even if it's less vocal. He'd do anything for the Funplex to succeed, and he's taking that same attitude to beach sports.
Are you sure you're ready for this next?
Yeah.
You better believe it, pretty boy. I'm ready to spike this ball so hard it'll cause a quake beneath your fucking feet.
Excellent.
If it's anything like your last attempt to score, I'll win this match in record time.
Okay, but like shipper brain going off here.
Right?
What if I this date? Do I have to date anyone? Can I just set all my friends up with each other?
True.
That's enough talking. Fucking shut it and serve it.
Hi, Queen Bee.
Eat this!
Game over.
Not. Maybe I'll just try Gavin. Hi, Gavin.
Not today, Queen Bee.
I'm not sure I'm going to get a word in until this whole ordeal is over. Their concentration is game phase, the competition before them. I might as well take this time to watch them play. Hopefully they'll notice me.
Please notice me, Senpai.
Gavin gracefully executes an underhanded serve with the volleyball and he glides over the net mere millimeters above it. In all fairness, it was a perfect serve, but Queen Bee returns with a dig up high. With enough time, she easily squares up her pose and spikes it down towards Gavin's side of the court. Gavin doesn't have enough time to respond and it falls hard into the sand. Queen Bee claps and stomps her foot into the ground in unison.
Victory.
Ace!
Technically, that's not an ace. An ace would be a point scored off of a flawless serve.
Queen Bee laughs and sticks out her tongue.
Technically, it's putting me in the lead.
It went on like this for quite some time, both of them volleying balls and serving quips. Meanwhile, I stood by and could do nothing but look on longingly.
Party is so horny on Maine, it's hilarious. Our child is so horny.
They're
Are they?
I'm not gonna
Are they
comment
being
on
horny
this.
I don't even know if it's right. It's just like horny or thirsty on Maine, one of the two. The point is,
On
it's
Maine,
so
this is the first time we're seeing this side of him, so
This is
Them,
on
yeah.
them, and also on Maine. Like, I don't know if it counts as on Maine because we're in their inner thoughts, but like,
to us.
It
it's
feels
on,
like
to
on
us,
Maine.
it's
do
on
you
Maine.
see any grabby hands? No. At least I hope not.
Being horny on Maine is expressed vocally. If it's expressed by actual grabby hands, it's not. That's a crime.
that's not being horny on Maine. That's just being gross.
Yeah. Alright.
Just wanted to play. Like, yeah, I'm with Artie here. I'm like, yeah,
I just wanted to play volleyball.
I don't know, man. What if they just want to play volleyball? But I'm just feeling left out. Okay. Not done complaining much. Both Queen Bee and Gavin are the most athletic of the crew, save for Teo, and well, let's just say that sand isn't the only hot stuff around here, to be honest. And so this is horny on me.
Yep.
So watching them glisten and sweat.
Oh my god!
Here we
Right.
go. Here we go.
Artie!
Artie, I'm your parent! I can't know this!
They're just so hot, Mom! It's enticing, and the gameplay isn't that bad either. Even though I've been standing here for well over 10 minutes, neither one has acknowledged my presence. This is until Gavin hits the ball straight. I figured it would be Gavin to destroy you by accident. It soars all the way to the back corner of the court and lands right at my feet. Queen Bee turns around to see where the ball fell. Hey, Artie, that was out, right? Oh, now I'm acknowledged by the hot people.
I think not.
That was clearly on the line, Queen Bee. The point is mine.
No, it wasn't. It was completely out of bounds. You might want to get the prescription on those glasses checked out if you can't even see that.
It fell right next to Artie, who will undoubtedly confirm this fact. You clearly had the best vantage on it. Tell us what you saw.
They're gonna make this pick between.
Oh no.
Sure.
Calling it now. This is for the win. If the ball is in, Gavin gets fucking bragging rights for the rest of the day. But if it's out, then I win.
Why would you make...
Uh-huh.
So listen, Gavin, I'm gonna pull you aside. So we're just gonna. Okay, bye.
I hope the stream hurt the Discord. No,
No, I have streaming mode.
Dang
on, so
it.
you can't hear it.
dang it.
Sorry.
Oh.
Gavin has left the chat. I was gonna say, Gavin, I'm just gonna pull you over here for a second. I'm just gonna. I have an idea. I have
No, I don't like this. I don't like where you're going.
No. See. Here's what we're gonna do. We've been trapped in this weird like pseudo dating sim. It's not you don't gotta date us, but like
Wait,
I just
you
want to
noticed
see
it
the
too?
kids squirm. I just want to see the kids squirm for a second.
Oh, I'm picking up what you're putting down. What do you have in mind?
So let's make them choose between us. With a volleyball match.
I'm
We're gonna be as hot as possible. We're gonna be as hot as possible. Like, just make it as hot as possible. And then we're gonna make them choose which one of us wins, knowing that we're incredibly competitive. But like, we're fine, right?
Now, that's the esports mind that I know and love.
Yeah. All right. Let's go back.
Can I just ship you two? Oh, okay. We're back. All right, continuing.
Yes.
I don't know why I chose to deliver it.
Yes, you do have to choose between us.
Yes.
Wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge.
It landed on the line. Gavin wins.
Pissed if we said they both win.
Bro, read the second one for me, please.
It landed just outside the line. Queen Bee wins.
I wasn't paying attention. You both win.
I wasn't paying attention. I was staring at other things.
This is our chance to bring Gavin's score up if we so desire.
That is true.
But if we choose Queen Bee, we're gonna firmly put her in our 3 choice options, I think. Decisions are hard. But I like them both.
Can I just ship you two and then like just like because I feel like I'm not crazy, right?
I mean,
no.
You could, but
I get the vibe. But I can't decide.
Whether you should
live or die.
you probably could. Okay.
That's on my Murder God playlist. Anyway.
We went 2 hours.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
That's a new record.
We gotta
It is.
decide, do we want Queen Bee to be in our top 3, or do we want to try to get Gavin up? That's the question.
I don't know.
I like Gavin more than I like Queen Bee, so.
I like them both for different reasons.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, that last chapter really did a lot. Like,
I think they put my heckin' faves together to make me die.
yeah, basically. Like, they're my favorites.
You could always just say I wasn't paying attention. You're both winners.
No!
They would both be angry. They would be you bitch.
This is the actual definition of you bitch. I just wanted love.
I'm trying to imagine Gavin having bragging rights for the rest of the day over Queen Bee, and that sounds very
See,
fun.
here's the problem. If Queen Bee has bragging rights for the rest of the day, if Gavin has them, he'll like precision strike use it. Like
He's
if
dangerous,
Queen
man.
Bee has them, she won't shut up about it. But if Gavin has it, like there'll be a dinner and you won't think he's going to be being something about it, and then somebody be like, "Oh, pass me the salt." Oh yeah, I'll pass you the salt, definitely. All the salt's over there. Stares at Queen Bee.
Just in case we can't decide, I put a poll in the chat, so. Assuming they, yeah.
Fucking, I love them both so much. Oh no. Eeny, miny, moe, touch, check the tokenism, go eat me, my mother to me, this when you and I.
You know that doesn't work.
I think.
Let's say if you play it enough, you end up figuring out that with.
You know what? I think Gavin.
Going with Gavin?
Yeah, because part of my
Alright.
thought is the thing is you also have to consider which which attribute would appeal to them, and our rational score is higher than our boldness score, and I think that Gavin's more likely to like rational, and Queen Bee's more likely to like boldness. So I
that's
think
fair.
Gavin's the better choice.
Okay. That's a logical choice, Kristen.
That's why I like Gavin so much.
Alright. 3, 2,
Go.
1.
Gavin.
Go.
3, 2, Gavin.
The line itself is a thin rope cord held down by a single tent peg, so I can see why it would be hard to tell. But I can say for sure I saw a cord. It graced the line. Sorry, Queen Bee.
Point. Set. Match.
Oh no.
Oh no, what have we done?
Gavin's not much of the bragging type, so it's hilarious to see him enjoy the limelight.
It
I
is
love
though!
that. I love that.
It's
shifty
really
eyebrow.
funny.
Right?
Granted, that's more of a tennis term, but I think Queen Bee is the gist. I thought for sure I was going to beat you, pretty boy. You best to be fair and she's taking it so well!
I'm sure!
Shall we take a quick break? I'm just gonna ship them now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even want to date them.
Have fun. Go wild.
They've got that tension.
We each nod our heads in agreement as I quickly grab a couple of water bottles laying on the sidelines and toss it. Artie, did you ever put on swim clothes? Are you still wearing
Are
a
we ever
hoodie
gonna get
on
to
the
see Artie's
beach?
swim clothes? Never, I guess.
I don't even remember.
They gladly chug down the waters and smile widely.
Thank you for the water, Artie.
Yeah, I worked up quite a sweat playing. This hit the fucking spot. Still, I really wanted to play some beach volleyball. I guess it's not going to happen now. Both of them look quite content to relax and chat in the sun. I knew we weren't going to get to play. I was very sure that we weren't actually going to get to play with them. I'm sorry. Sorry, Artie. We set you up for failure.
Oh.
As if reading my mind, Queen Bee leans down and picks up the ball and directly at me.
Oh.
Think fast, Artie!
Bump it, set it, spike it.
Work it hard, it make it better, do it faster. Bump
bump
it.
it. I wanna bump
set
it.
it.
I want
spike
to
it.
bump it.
Yeah.
I want to bump it.
Bump it.
Bump it.
I quickly clap my hands together, squat, and bump the ball back to Queen Bee. She simply bumps the ball over to Gavin, forming a triangle. We continue hitting the ball back and forth.
See, Artie did get to play.
Artie got to play!
Yay!
This is exactly how my family would play. We'd all stand around and hit the ball to each other, trying to keep it from touching the ground at all costs. Gavin, Queen Bee, and I really get into it, and several times one of us ends up diving to get the ball in a face full of sand. Like the sand swept look you've got going on, pretty boy. I can see you on the summer cover of Monsieur.
God damn, there is a lot of tension going on here between these two.
Like,
What the hell?
seriously! God!
If you're not careful, I'll carry you to the ocean and throw you in. Then you'll be sporting that drowned rat look.
It's too much for me.
I have to. God
I
damn
want to
it.
draw this now.
Fucking hot people. They gotta date each other now. Maybe
Have
they're
fun.
poly. It'll work out.
Laughing alongside Gavin and while playing beach volleyball. It makes me feel so grateful for these friends. It was worth having to stand around for a while.
I'm grateful for these friends.
Friends.
What a perfect morning on the beach. We play a few more rounds and sand is lava before we let the ball crash to the beach one last time.
Very nice return, Artie. You should join us for the next match.
No, you shouldn't. You will die. I would if I didn't have other stuff I wanted to do. There's too much to do here, and I've got to plan accordingly. I hear that. Looking forward to a stroll along the boardwalk myself.
It's a good idea to take in as much as you can. I think I'll call it quits too.
I'm gonna go walk with Queen Bee on the boardwalk and it's gonna hang out. Okay, that's cool.
Slow your roll, pretty boy. You can't leave quite yet.
Ah, right. We do have a score to settle.
Let's finish this.
I
And
leave the
then they
gladiators to
kissed.
the final finish. I was gonna say. That's why I walk back along the beach. Wait, next adventure. And then we kiss. So what next? I don't know what next. I don't know how to beat that. Well, duh.
I
Naomi
told
and
you what
Ashley
my
or
two favorite
Juniper
are.
and Iris. I'm avoiding Teo like the.
I mean, we don't have to pick Teo if we go to that one.
But then we have to talk to him.
Oh, ouch.
I do like Teo, but also like I really
I'm saying that I feel like it's like an extra expenditure of my time.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Let's go hang out with Naomi and Ashley.
All right.
Naomi and Ashley?
Let's do it.
Woo! In the distance, I see what appears to be a is it Myriad or Myriad? I've always wanted
I think
Myriad.
Yeah.
Myriad of sandcastles, which makes sense. I mean, I'd be worried if it was a whole bunch of not sandcastles on the beach. During my many beach outings as a kid, there were always sandcastle competitions going.
What
Oh,
are you
no.
laughing about?
Kristen, I'm so sorry.
What?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. What am I? Okay.
Have fun talking to yourself.
All right.
I was like, yeah, I don't have anymore. And then I was like, oh, Kristen's gonna have to do the whole thing.
You know, bro had to do the entire scene between Artie and Queen Bee by himself. So
That's true.
I had to do Artie, Queen Bee, heckin' somebody else.
yeah, I actually haven't done much this episode, so I guess I'm
Let's say it's Kristen's turn.
Making up for it.
I guess I'm pulling my weight now.
And in front of me, our own Funplex fabricators have entered the fray. With Naomi, our arcade builder, and Ashley with all her play craftiness, it's no wonder these two are up to the Sandcastle challenge. As I jog over to them, I see Ashley laughing over her castle and Naomi meticulously measuring something on the citadel.
I love them both.
How goes the castling?
Amazing!
Great! Do you see all these amazing sandcastles? They're all so cute! Properly made sandcastles aren't cute, Ashley. Oh, then what are they, Naomi? Assuming they're not just made by kids for funsies, a proper sandcastle can be a structural masterpiece. I love her.
Wonderful.
Every grain of sand must be in its own proper spot or the whole thing comes crashing down. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing right.
Naomi says this with lifting her eyes away from her castle. She's so completely focused that I don't think she's blinking even.
Oh.
And what exactly are you doing, Naomi?
Let me explain.
I'm making sure each embrasure is equidistant around the tower. Otherwise, it'll be an asymmetrical mess.
Makes sense. They take a moment to actually appreciate their castle. Naomi's is a structural masterpiece. Straight, perfect edges meet bold, flat walls, which introduced an almost perfect medieval castle. She even added an ocean water moat complete with drawbridge. It's a soft, fluffy fantasy castle. Foundation is made of sculpted sand clouds with an elegant castle in the sky, complete with spiral staircases encircling slightly slanted towers.
Says, I would love to
Not to
actually
be that
see
person.
this.
Yeah. Not to be that person, but it's harder to make circles with sand.
Yeah.
So I take you in both ends. So I take it you both entered the competition?
Of course. You know it, Artie. You should make one too. It's not too late. Yeah, I think there's still like half an hour left of the competition. And since it's at amateur level, latecomers are allowed.
But both of you have made some extraordinary castles. My architectural skills are somewhat lacking in the sandcastle area.
Those sound like some sad excuses.
My excuses are weeping. They're perfectly good excuses, Ashley.
It's not like we're professional sandcastlers either, Artie. It's not about winning.
One of you built arcade cabinets and the other one is a cosplayer.
Right?
I'm the floor attendant. Naomi looks over at Ashley, who's giving her a smile accompanied by a questioning.
Okay. It's a little bit about winning. I mean, I'm super try-harding this and trying to win with a perfectly constructed little castle. But for me, mostly it's about setting out a challenge for myself and completing it properly. There's nothing more satisfying than that. I love her. Plus, we'll be here helping you do it.
How do you plan on helping me start a castle while you'll be completing your own? Sounds difficult.
We're almost done with ours anyway.
Did you say the thing?
I did. Oh, right. hang on 1 second.
Hold on.
Hang on.
That was the
Yep.
first time you've cut out. Honestly speaking, Scott's been cutting out this whole time. I think it's been me.
Yep, it's the time for Kristen to exit and re-enter the stream. There we go. Fixed.
Have I really been cutting out that much?
You haven't been cutting
You've
out
been
for
cutting
me.
out. That's what I was saying. As in, like, since Scott's been cutting out for me this whole time, I just assumed it was me.
Yeah. Yep. If we have three castles in the competition, then that's one more chance for us to bring home the gold.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Come on and join us.
Yes.
Join us, Artie. Join us. I love her. Hand over that tiny plastic shovel.
Just want both of you out. What?
Good Adventure Zone reference.
It was a good
What?
Adventure Zone reference.
I've never seen Adventure Zone explain.
Taco's good out here.
Tacos
is
here.
Oh.
God. Both of you out. No thanks. Artie's good back here. No option 3. Option 3 is dead, despite it being
Yeah.
a really funny option.
I like the hard option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been outvoted. Whoop.
Boop.
I know my strengths and weaknesses intimately. My number one weakness is building sandcastles. Also, maybe breathing in space or surviving explosions. But like, that's a normal human weakness, and I'm just gonna move on. However, I am very skilled at helping others. That I can do. You have a way better chance of success if I pitch in on both of yours rather than start a whole third castle.
My sources say yes.
Beep, beep. That is correct. You are a loser. I've taken into consideration of all the other castles surrounding us. Artie's skill set is not up for winning this, but adding their talents to yours will boost your chances.
Thanks.
The math doesn't lie.
I wasn't gonna fight it, Iris. If that's the case, then come over here. I need you to put these flags at the top of the tower.
Naomi hands me some little toothpick flags, and I carefully place them on tops of the cone towers.
Here, Artie, take this paintbrush. Can you wipe away the excess sand on my clouds? Wow! They brought
gladly-
some tools.
That was like a paintbrush to the beach. She
To
knew
the
she was making a sandcastle when she got here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I gladly pitch in, taking turns to finish just before the judging commences. They're both looking mighty fine.
Thank you.
Well, it's all due to your help, Artie. Yes, we couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, shucks. Let's hope one of you wins. For the glory of the Funplex.
For all the guts. And the glory.
Here comes the judge.
Dun dun dun.
The efficient... So many words. Efficient of the Sandcastle challenge comes toward us and looks over the castles. With an arbiter's eye, they glance over ours and nod in respect of a job well done. I didn't even realize I was holding my breath in anticipation. And once the Sandcastle judge leaves us, I let out a huge sigh.
I think that's a good sign, right? The nod. That means we did it. We are gonna win? There's still so many others out there to judge, but I'd say a nod counts nicely as a compliment. But which one? Whose sand skills will reign supreme? Artie, what do you think? Who gets the winner chicken dinner?
I haven't seen your castles, ladies.
Yeah.
Not to mention I worked on both of them.
Yeah.
Who, me? I'm not a judge of fine sandcastlery.
Just do it for funsies. Let's hear what you think. Ashley's Castle in the Sky.
Naomi's medieval masterpiece.
Honestly, that one over there. So that's the one you choose if you want to be a dick.
The Castle in the Sky, like, it's
Yes.
hard. Circles in the sand.
How on
So-
earth do you do that?
I wish I could see it.
Right? But yeah, I vote for Ashley's.
Yeah. I'm totally not choosing based on personal bias.
I just think knowing how structures go, making a structurally sound, rounded thing is harder than just
Is making sand into circles really that difficult?
making it keep shape.
Making it
is...
floaty, it's the floatiness she keeps
Yeah.
describing that's really like getting to me.
Yeah.
Because like while there's a certain precision and impressiveness that goes into making something clean, like the actual like ingenuity that goes into making something like that.
Yeah. Let's go
Fair
for
enough.
Ashley's Castle in the Sky.
If we could actually see the castles, I could actually make an opinion, but like,
Yeah.
we can't. So
Okay.
Castle in the Sky.
Castle in the Sky. Oh, tell me why.
Most of the castles held here are rigid, lifelike replicas of historical castles, while Ashley's is more airy feel to it. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Ashley's is so different from the rest. I think it'll outshine the others and win over the judges.
Aww.
Thankies.
You're too sweet, Artie. I agree. Ashley's Fantasy Castle is sure to catch the eyes of the judges. You've done a wonderful job with it. I can't wait to see you win. Aww.
He takes it so well.
Naomi, you're wonderful.
I like this game because no one's a dick.
Right?
Aside from the people who are like designated to be even those people aren't really
they
like
calmed down and stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely.
it's like even the one patron who we were sure was gonna be like the worst forever, he was like, no,
Sorry, I'm just really heated.
it's really heated and I apologize.
Mhm.
Oh, they just finished tallying up the scores. We wait not so patiently as the judge makes their round across the beach. I see them stop next to a particularly dramatic looking sandcastle. You know, that
Honestly,
one over there.
Well,
Pulling out a bright blue ribbon, they prop it up next to the castle. Which means
Poops.
well, poop. Double poop.
don't feel too down. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be.
How pragmatic of you, Artie. We did have a blast, though. But I hate losing. We just gotta win next year, Naomi. Maybe if all three of us join forces, we can build the best sandcastle this beach has ever seen.
Now you're thinking.
We should spend some time practicing more. Which means... more beach trips. Aw.
I'd like that. I'm in.
Great! Next year, Team Ashley is going to eradicate the competition. Team Ashley. I think you mean Team Naomi.
Uh-oh.
Team Funplex.
There we go.
You two can fight over that next year. I think I'm covered in enough sand for a while. I'm gonna go see about being slightly less sandy.
I hear ya, but Naomi and I aren't done here. We got one last thing we gotta do.
Oh, what's that?
Destroy our creations.
Woo! This is the true nature of being a creator.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'll leave you to it then.
I am a mighty dragon. Fear me, tiny sand people!
Both of them smile widely at each other and laugh. Walking away, I can hear the sounds of devastation behind me.
Oh.
I peek back one last time to see the castles come crashing down before I set my eyes forward. So what next? So I'm gonna be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stupid, and I thought the stream ended at 9:30 because I was wearing Cannibal Conspiracy
Ah.
yesterday. So I was just like, oh yeah, this is a good place to stop. And then I was like, no, we have time to do. We have time to do the third one.
The third one.
Mhm.
If there is a third one, I honestly don't remember.
There should be a third one.
Yeah, there should be.
Scott does not remember, and that's not me being pretending to be.
No,
Well,
I
legitimately don't
you sound genuine.
So, are we gonna keep going or?
Yeah, let's.
Yeah,
keep
no,
going.
we're gonna. There's no reason to stop.
Oh,
We
okay.
definitely have. That only took like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, let's do this.
I think after we do finish, I don't. Should we go to dinner?
Let's see how long this takes. I
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
Hmm.
I mean, we may as well go hang out with Percy.
Time for Percy. Percy time.
But Juniper's,
Percy time.
Juniper's talking with her Iris. I wonder.
If okay, come on.
I really like Juniper.
I'm not thinking about this in romance terms. I'm genuinely thinking, what am I interested in actually?
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh huh. Like that's how I've been picking these, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just in the mood to play. I mean, realistically, I would probably be on the boardwalk playing games, but
That's true.
Mhm.
We haven't actually been on the boardwalk yet.
I mean, Wyvern Keep. Well, no, we don't. No, Wyvern Keep is gone. We have it now. Shit.
Yep. Let's do
It's like we could go play Wyvern Keep. No, we can't. We
no,
have
we
it.
can't.
It's ours now.
Oh.
Let's do the Carney games.
Carney games.
Yeah.
Carney games.
Now it's Scott talking to himself time.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Have fun.
A number of little Carney-style games have been set up along the beach, independent of boardwalk arcades, ring tosses, squirt guns, things like that. Percy promised everyone he'd keep. I can't pay attention. I cannot pay attention while Teo.
Just look at Percy. Look at Percy, and everything will be okay.
I can't pay attention to Percy while Percy's like.
But Percy just has the dad bod. He looks pure.
No, that's not his body. It's his hands.
Yeah.
What? I don't.
He's
get
like,
it.
oh yes, you've come to me to have some conversation.
I'm confused, but okay.
He looks like a guru. He looks like I should be
Oh.
going to him for
Thoughts.
advice.
I see.
It's definitely
He's
low
naughty.
key.
It seems like we have to have the talk.
And his thumbs aren't touching, which is like,
That's distracting.
Oh shit, they're not.
and it looks like even though he's keen, Tails keeping Percy company. But judging from the way those rings are just sort of bouncing off the bottles instead of landing on them, the game's not going well.
I don't get it. I'm usually much more coordinated than this.
It's rigged, baby.
Don't think it's a matter of coordination, Teo. More a question of let's say, optimization.
But Percy's ring goes plink off a bottle as well. What a shame! What a shame! You boys want to play? Only another $5 for 3 toss? Ew!
Starting to wonder if this is a steal in more sense than one.
Now, like nobody likes a sore loser, boy. It's all total fair. Swear to my mom's grave, I do. All this old-timey Carney banter's got my dander up, it does. I must confront this. Wait, I want to reread this. Hold on.
Go ahead.
All this old-timey Carney banter's got my dander up, it does. I must confront the charlatan.
Thank you.
Hey there, old sport. What kind of racket you trying to pull, huh? Cheating my friends. I say, fellas, I believe in you, I do. Let's win one of those spiffy prizes. Horse feathers. Let's leave this dewdropper be and go have some fun on the beach.
You know, I'm really glad that you read all 3 of those.
I wasn't going to let you.
I wanted to try.
No, sorry, go ahead.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay.
I believe you.
Just the mental
Let's win
image.
one of those spiffy prizes.
It's okay.
Just the mental image of
Yeah.
Artie like going off. I had to. I'm
It's very
sorry.
good. It's very good. Old sport.
Old sport.
Old
I like one of the
sport,
first
though.
two options.
I love the old sport thing so good.
Hate her old sport. Part of me doesn't want, like, do we want to just directly confront him? Do we want to, like, all of these are good options to me.
I love them all.
Ah, first of all, I'm in my mid-40s.
1930s, 40s, 50s. Who's to say?
1940s.
Care to guess my age, weight, and/or oh shit, I forget what it was.
That's
Age, birthday, and/or weight.
Rapscallion.
I just love the old sport thing so
Let's
much.
do it. Let's do
I
hey
love
there old sport.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You ready to cause some mischief? It's mischief time.
Mischief time.
I say now, I say. I say now, I say. What kind of hokum is this? Don't take many wooden nickels, boys. Methinks all those hotsy-totsy prizes are fool's gold.
Pardon me?
Kevin? I think it's probably a scam. I take offense to that, I do. Anyone can win. Step right up and be a winner. Or are you yellow?
Ooh. I do believe I've a proposal, Teo. A word? Sure. What'd you have in mind?
Weirdly, the two huddle up without me and exchange a whisper. I consider interjecting myself into the discussion, but it's over before I can try.
Okay then, let's play.
Teo passes over a few dollars and takes up the rings, while Percy examines the racks of bottles in detail. Teo holds back, waiting on him to finish. Eventually, Percy points.
Right there. 3 rings rapid. That's the sweet spot.
They're using their gamer knowledge.
Gamer knowledge?
With a twist of his agile body. Sorry, Teo flings the rings one at a time. And all 3 rattle their way around the neck of a bottle, ringing it perfectly.
Simple enough. Based on Teo's throwing angles from before and the arrangement of the balls, I determined the optimal striking zone for him to aim for. All games are a matter of optimization, even silly little carnival toys.
Melons, you bested me, old sport! Well, I know when I'm well and truly rumbled. Go ahead and pick your prize.
Well, Artie, what'll it be?
Oh my god, they won a prize for you!
Oh,
Yeah, trying to win you a prize after all.
Oh my god!
trying to win the baby a prize. Me? Really? This was all for me?
No.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know it. I mean, you are the true prize here. Back me up on this.
Yo, I'm so glad we came.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Quite so, quite so.
I'm spoiled.
I'm
Artie, you're spoiled.
You're so spoiled.
No, they're Artie. Alright, which one of these lesser winnings truly makes your heart dance?
I glance across rows of arcade-themed stuffed dolls with curiosity. I'd say I'm a little old for dolls, but you're never too old for a huggable plush friend.
Damn fucking right.
And they both work
Absolutely.
so hard for it. I'd like...
That adorable Mr. Moopy magical plushie.
That swinging dolly that plays music.
Guess I'll just have a Cubert.
Trademark.
Oh, that Mr. Moopy.
Yes, get the Mr. Moopy.
Mr.
I want
Moopy.
it.
Are we going for Mr. Moopy?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Guess I'll just have a Cubert.
So Cubert.
I guess I'll just have a Cubert.
Moopy.
I'll just have a Cubert. Trademark.
Moopy.
Moopy.
Get the Moopy.
I'd like to put on my robe and wizard hat. Also, I'm Moopy.
Is it going?
Percy.
There we go.
There we go. The stream didn't
Yeah,
catch
the
up for me.
stream was
Oh,
freezing.
okay.
There we go. Truly, Artie is an individual of class and taste. I suppose nothing beats the classics, huh?
Plus, I can't deny the happy little smile Percy wears on when he takes down my prize and hands it over. He's had a hard time of it really lately. I'm happy to make him happy. Okay, now go away, boys, you bother! The three of us return to the dunes, prize in tow. So, were you two trying to win a prize for me? Why were you two trying to win it? I mean, Percy, there was a movie doll back there. That's right in your wheelhouse, yeah?
True. But, well... We discussed it and decided you deserved a treat for a job well done. Sure, this whole vacation is a treat for a job well done, but we wanted something for you specifically. Quite right. I must admit, Artie, the Funplex is a brighter place with you around. They are good.
They're just good.
Not to
Guys?
Get caught up. Not to say it wasn't a bright place before your tenure? Thank you. Before your tenure, but, well, there's a true breath of life there. Possible.
Is Scott cutting out for you too, or just me?
Yeah, no, he cut out for me.
Hang on.
And there he went.
Let's try this again.
Try it again.
Not to say it wasn't a bright place before your tenure, but, well, there's a true breath of life there, beyond what I thought possible. And beyond just the hard work you do, the way you've brought us all together, well, a mere plush toy isn't really a proper reward, but it'll have to suffice. What my comrade is trying to say in his usual poetic way is, you rock, and you rule, so you get a prize. Thanks for playing.
You rock, don't ever change.
Yeah.
Please, someone get my Lizzie McGuire reference.
Yes, that. Okay, I'm gonna go hit the waves. I'd offer you a board, Percy, but... I know. I'd promise to take it easy. Not that I'm very aquatic, to be honest. But it's good to spend time with you, considering usually we're on opposite sides of the arcade. You too.
Aww, this is all so wholesome.
I'm also here for all this wholesomeness.
It's such wholesome content.
Well,
Yeah.
wow. I didn't realize just how much I meant to them. I'm only a floor attendant event manager, right?
Aww.
But seeing everybody come together for this beach blanket bingo we've wrangled up, it's the bee's knees it is.
It's the bee's knees, it is.
It's the bee's knees, it is.
The noon sun's high in the sky, and honestly, it's getting super hot out here, like heat exhaustion levels hot.
Oof.
Well, this would be a good time to migrate towards the boardwalk. It seems like there's one more thing in store for our little...
Man, I'm beat. And I've got sand in places sand should not be. Still, I'm having tons of fun. Hey, Naomi's got some kind of surprise lined up for all of us. You in?
Of course.
Great. We're gathering over there by the parasols.
I wonder what this is all about.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The screen's gone black.
Yes.
Ashley, we're in the exact same fucking place.
Soon enough, the entire group is gathered. The number of shade-throwing parasols is multiplied to 4, too. Plenty of cool respite for everyone. Also new, a large cloth-wrapped bundle in the center of the...
Ooh. Gather round, gather round. It's lunchtime. Did she make a bento for everyone?
And judging from my rumbling in my stomach, it's right on time. The bundle is unwrapped, revealing a series of simple wooden lunchboxes in a traditional Japanese style. Each one's been painted a different color.
As a way of saying thanks for all your hard work and your support, please enjoy these boxed lunches, courtesy of the Funplex. And me. I made them.
Thank you, Miss Fairchild.
An authentic Naomi brand bento? Sign me up! I reach for a box, and she smacks my hand away lightly. Ah!
No.
Not yet, Artie. I made these special like. Everybody has a personalized lunch, filled with their favorite things. Gavin, if you'd be kind enough to distribute them. Names are written on the lids.
Sure enough, on second glance, I can see the names, and even little cartoon doodles represent each person.
God, this is so awesome!
Wow, does my face really look that apathetic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start handing them out. Gavin, you first.
Let's see.
Impressive.
Plain yogurt, celery sticks, and some rice. You know me quite well. Boring and nutritional.
I colored a bit outside the lines on this one, rather than sticking to traditional bento style. Enjoy!
Aww.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! Sushi with some tempura veggies! Ooh! And a side of miso soup! I love nothing more than a traditional bento box. Lunch.
I swear to God, if Artie gets fucking pizza bagels.
And I love nothing more than making them.
Ah, fish and chips, of course. With little Union Jack on a toothpick. And you made a moopy maze out of the chips, too.
Oh my god, that's so cute!
That is adorable.
Cute.
It's not too stereotypical, is it?
Quite good.
Haven't found a proper chip shop stateside, so I'll take it. Nice little taste of home.
Fantastic.
Cheeseburger and french fries.
Eat your hamburger, Apollo.
My mouth is watering just looking at it. Yum.
Aww. And it's got lots of pink in it. Just how you like it. Nice.
I like my meat fresh and red. So pink I can hear it moo.
This is perfect. Pita bread and hummus.
He would be.
He would.
He would.
Love it.
It's a great meal that fills the belly and gives you It's a great meal that fills the belly and gives you ton of energy. A ton? Is that what you were going for, guys?
And we have to keep your tank
No.
full. A tired Teo is not a true Teo.
How marvelous.
Oh, this is lovely.
Little finger sandwiches, some tea, and even a cupcake.
Aw.
Thank you, Naomi, dear. It's very thoughtful.
Aw, thanks, Miss Francine. Oh, sorry, that's me, isn't it? I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Nice.
I bet you consulted with Artie on this one. I love these. Always have, always will.
You look like a PBJ girl.
She does. Actually, I just checked your Instagram. I did an analysis of your most commonly blogged food, and... Can't talk, busy eating. And that leaves the one who brought us all together, Artie! For you... Oh, no!
Marty is just so
No!
dead on the inside. Naomi, why? It's just like, Naomi, please. Please, this is my one chance to not eat pizza bagels. And here we are. Iris is like apologizing in the phone right now. Just like...
Naomi, do you crave death? Oh my god. Yep. Did the font change for that?
Kidding. It's actually similar to the bento I gave you the day you started at the Funplex.
Please don't scare me like
Aw.
that ever again. Like, please don't ever do that to me like ever again.
A little reminder of how this all started.
Jesus.
Oh, well, thank you.
Speech!
What?
Yeah.
You should make a speech before we all dig in. I mean, you're the reason we're all here.
I am? Artie.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you are. I mean, we were doing great before you showed up. Don't get me wrong, but you know.
We were doing great before you showed up.
But you worked harder than any of us to make the Funplex the success it is today. I was content to keep it afloat. I didn't think we'd ever manage it more than that. But you refused to be content. We wouldn't be here at the beach if not for the success you led us to, Artie. I think a speech would be appropriate.
Fuck yeah! Interplex rocked. It really opened some doors for me. I'd still be wearing that damn black L7 jacket if not for you.
Oh.
The atmosphere is so much livelier thanks to your efforts. Win or lose, I'm enjoying my time with Moopy thanks to having so many great people around me.
By this point, I can't even imagine the Funplex without you, Artie. So, don't even think of leaving. If you do, we'll probably gather up a hunting party and drag you back. No hard feelings.
And speaking as the one Artie comes home to every night, I gotta say they're doing dandy compared to before. So 3 cheers for the Funplex!
Hooray! 3 cheers indeed. Go ahead, Artie. You've earned the right for a speech. I'm just the silly old lady who started it. You made this happen.
Oh, this is so
I-
awesome.
Wow. Period. Well, I've made big speeches before, like the one at the end. Even if this feels bigger, way bigger. Okay, here goes. I can't be milquetoast for this toast. It's big feelings or nothing.
Time for Build-A-Speech.
Thank you all. Being here with you has helped me through the hard times of my life. The Funplex fucking rules! Sorry. Exactly what I needed in my life. Sneeze.
So a funny thing happened on the way to the Funplex.
My life was something of a mess, and the Funplex helped set me straight.
I'm about to sneeze. Oh no.
Oh no.
I want to
So
go for
are we
hard
all looking at the
option.
same answer? Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Heart option.
Yeah, hard option.
Agreed. I'm so glad we're all in agreement on that.
Thank you. Above all else, thank you. Thank you all. You don't know how much this family means to me.
My heart!
Kristen got into that found family cookie jar.
Yeah!
It's no great secret I've been living in a state of depression before the Funplex. I just assumed life would always be a deal me a losing hand, but now... Well, now through my friendships with you all, I found something bright and warm I can rely on. Something I can be optimistic about instead of pessimistic. I'm not silly enough to believe that hard times are gone for good, but I know I'm surrounded by good people who can help me see through them. So, thank you.
You're welcome, Artie. I think I speak for all of us when I say we feel the same way. Oh.
Okay, good. On a roll. Let's see what to say next.
This beach was my family's special place. It can be ours, too.
Flotsam Beach is just the ticket for rewarding ourselves.
All the sunburn and greasy food are just desserts.
You've earned this vacation. Live it to the fullest.
4.
Yeah.
In summary, you've all earned this vacation through hard and thoughtful work. You've earned the right to loosen up a bit and have some. We've only got 1 day here, so if you care for some advice, live it to the fullest. Do everything you want to do. We never know where we'll end up tomorrow. Live for this moment alone, and we'll worry about the future once we're safely back. If anybody has any questions about Flotsam Beach, just ask. I know this place like the back of my hand.
I may take you up on that. I'm figuring there's a nice nightlife scene here, right? Anywhere I can go out dancing, I'm game.
Now bring it on home.
I love you all. This means so much to me.
Okay, let's kick some ass.
Enough talking. Let the fooding commence. Thank you. Thank you all for this.
Oh god, the first or the last one, I don't know which.
I will try to make my delivery make you sad.
Should we let the chat choose for this last one, or
Do you want to choose the last one?
Chat can choose the last
heart
one.
versus scale?
Heart versus scale. We got one vote for first. We've got Scott asking for votes.
Sorry.
Heart!
The heart option is winning out.
Heart!
Yeah,
Heart!
looks like everyone's feeling heart. Okay!
Heart!
Heart!
Let's get mushy up in here.
Mushy!
Let's do it.
And I just want to say, I love you all.
Ah, my heart!
It means a lot to me being here with you in this place. Thank you. And I've said more than enough. Time to enjoy Naomi's thoughtful gift and eat hearty. I love you all as well. You've no idea how much it raises my spirits working alongside you or watching you enjoy our games. Audie, thank you for this lovely day. And I agree. Let's dig in. The tea is calling to me. This
is the moment.
one perfect moment with all of us together and talk. Maybe things will change after tonight when Iris's plan to find me a romance comes together. Maybe this is the high watermark. Maybe. But no matter what happens, I'll always have this one perfect moment.
Oh, my heart.
I think we should stop here.
Yeah, this feels
I
like
agree.
the right spot to
Yeah.
stop.
Yes.
Okay.
That was the perfect moment
was
to
the right
save.
spot.
This is the perfect moment stuff. Yeah.
Save.
Feel good moment right there.
Do we want to do a post show, or are we just gonna?
This
hop
is
off?
I'm down
great
for
time to
doing
do
a post
Yeah,
show,
let's do a
but
post
like
show.
so for those of you watching on YouTube, because hopefully we'll end up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yay! What I might do is just do a straight up like 3 days straight of just uploading arcade experience.
What are we calling this episode?
We will figure that out in the post show.
Yes.
Okay.
But thank you all for coming. Thank you for listening in on this playthrough. We all really love this game for like a lot of reasons. I'm speaking for other people, but y'all don't make it a secret.
No, I hate arcade spirits so much. That's fucking. I can't lie. I'm bad at lying.
I don't know what else is important for YouTube because everything else is important for streaming. Like, well, the next thing we streaming this Sunday is a non-canon, is a non-canon DMP. Oh my god!
Yep.
Woo!
Them discords and murders and parties. But
Discords, murders, and parties, but like just the Discord
just
murder
the-
and party.
Yes, no
Discord
plot
party.
stuff.
It's
Like,
a
there's-
Discord party.
Still,
Just the Discord party. Yeah. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, we'll see you in the next thing whenever we get the Arcade Spirits videos up. If you're not watching this on YouTube, join us for the post show. Yay!
yay! All right, everybody. We'll see you later.
Bye,
Bye
bye.
guys. Love you.